In an era marked by escalating tensions between the United States and China, recent developments have exacerbated concerns over national security and economic stability. With the advent of advanced technologies and the intensifying competition for global dominance, the relationship between these two superpowers has reached a critical juncture. The emergence of DeepSeek, a technology company with ties to Chinese interests, has further ignited fears regarding data security and the potential implications for U.S. businesses. DeepSeek, which specializes in data analytics and artificial intelligence, has attracted the attention of U.S. lawmakers and security experts alike. The company's rapid growth and its ability to access vast amounts of data have raised eyebrows, with critics arguing that its operations could facilitate unauthorized surveillance or data breaches. The capabilities of firms like DeepSeek can pose significant risks to U.S. national security. Stated as cybersecurity analyst at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, there is a palpable fear that sensitive information could fall into the wrong hands. In the wake of these developments, the Biden administration is under pressure to reassess its approach to China, particularly in the technology sector. While President Biden has previously advocated for a firm stance against Chinese practices perceived as unfair or harmful, recent reports suggest a potential softening in this position. Following a tough campaign focusing on China's economic policies, Biden appears to be navigating a more diplomatic path, aiming to stabilize relations while addressing security concerns. It's a balancing act, noted a political analyst from the Wyoming Truth. The administration is trying to protect American interests without escalating tensions to the point of conflict. The implications of these dynamics are far-reaching. As U.S. companies increasingly rely on global supply chains and data-driven technologies, the intersection of trade and technology policy becomes ever more complex. The rise of companies like DeepSeek highlights the necessity for robust regulatory frameworks to manage risks associated with foreign investments and data privacy. We need to establish clear guidelines that ensure companies operate transparently and ethically, especially when it comes to sensitive data, emphasized as senior policy advisor. Moreover, the mounting pressure on the Biden administration comes at a time when China is rapidly advancing its technological capabilities. Recent reports indicate that Chinese firms are making significant strides in artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and telecommunications, further intensifying the competition between the two nations. As a result, the U.S. may need to re-evaluate its strategic approach, focusing not only on limiting potential threats but also on fostering innovation within its own borders. Looking ahead, the trajectory of U.S.-China relations will likely hinge on how both nations navigate these complexities. With technology at the forefront of this rivalry, stakeholders on both sides must remain vigilant. The resolution of these issues will not only shape the future of international trade and security but will also influence the global technology landscape for years to come. As policymakers grapple with the challenges posed by firms like DeepSeek, the need for a comprehensive strategy that addresses both competition and cooperation is more urgent than ever. As the global economy finds itself at a crossroads, the spotlight turns to China's slowing growth, which is prompting significant ramifications throughout Southeast Asia. A recent analysis by Geopolitical Intelligence Services AG highlights the increasing reliance of ASEAN countries on Beijing, raising concerns about the sustainability of their economic models in the face of China's economic challenges. In recent years, China has served as a vital economic engine for its neighboring Southeast Asian nations, facilitating trade, investment, and infrastructure development. However, as China's economy grapples with mounting pressures, including a real estate crisis and sluggish consumer spending, its ability to support the region's growth is being called into question. According to the International Monetary Fund, China's GDP growth is projected to slow further in 2025, drawing attention to the potential ripple effects across ASEAN member states. China's current economic struggles expose the vulnerabilities of ASEAN economies that have become increasingly intertwined with Beijing, noted a spokesperson from Geopolitical Intelligence Services. This sentiment underscores the reality that many ASEAN nations have not diversified their economic partnerships, which could leave them exposed to external shocks stemming from China's downturn. The implications of this reliance are particularly pronounced for countries like Vietnam and Thailand, which have seen substantial increases in exports to China in recent years. For Vietnam, approximately 17% of its total exports go to China, making it one of the most affected countries in the event of a continued slowdown in Chinese demand. Economists warn that if the Chinese economy falters, it could lead to a decrease in demand for goods and services, ultimately stalling growth in these ASEAN nations. Moreover, the geopolitical landscape adds another layer of complexity. As the U.S. China rivalry intensifies, ASEAN nations may find themselves caught in the middle, forced to navigate the competing interests of two major powers. This precarious position raises questions about the long-term viability of their economic strategies, particularly if they remain overly dependent on China. Looking ahead, ASEAN countries face critical decisions as they assess their economic futures. Diversifying trade partnerships and investing in regional cooperation could be key strategies for mitigating the risks associated with reliance on China. As the region continues to adapt to these evolving dynamics, the need for resilience and adaptability in the face of external pressures has never been more evident. In conclusion, as China's economic challenges unfold, ASEAN nations must take proactive steps to safeguard their economies. The path forward will require not only a re-evaluation of their reliance on Beijing but also a commitment to fostering stronger intra-regional ties and exploring new global partnerships. The coming years will be crucial in determining whether these nations can withstand the pressures of an uncertain economic landscape and emerge stronger from the shadows of their largest trading partner. In a rapidly evolving geopolitical landscape, recent developments have underscored the growing military capabilities of China, particularly in the context of its strategic objectives in the Asia-Pacific region. The establishment of a massive wartime command center by the Chinese military signals a significant escalation in its operational readiness and capability, with implications not only for regional stability but also for global power dynamics. Reports indicate that this new command center, which is equipped with cutting-edge technology, aims to enhance the coordination and effectiveness of China's military operations. Analysts suggest that the facility is designed to facilitate rapid decision-making and deployment of forces in the event of a conflict, particularly in areas of interest such as the South China Sea and Taiwan. This command center represents a pivotal shift in how China prepares for potential military confrontations, said a defense expert familiar with the situation. It is a clear indication of their commitment to modernizing their military infrastructure. The implications of this development extend beyond China's borders. The United States has been closely monitoring these changes, especially in light of recent simulated military exercises that demonstrate China's capability to blockade Taiwan, a move perceived as a direct challenge to U.S. interests in the region. Experts contend that these exercises serve a dual purpose: to bolster China's readiness for rapid military action and to send a strong message to Washington regarding its influence in Asia. With increasing tensions surrounding Taiwan, the U.S. is reassessing its strategic posture, leading to heightened military cooperation with allies in the region. Furthermore, the recent analysis from the Center for Strategic and International Studies highlights the need for the U.S. to adapt its military strategies in response to irregular warfare tactics employed by adversaries like China. The report emphasizes the importance of leveraging commercial innovation to maintain a competitive edge in technology and military capabilities. In today's complex security environment, integrating commercial technology into military operations is crucial for effective deterrence and defense, stated a report author. As the U.S. learns from conflicts in the Red Sea and applies those lessons to its strategic thinking regarding the Asia-Pacific, the interplay between military advancements and diplomatic maneuvers will be critical. The emergence of China as a formidable military power necessitates a re-evaluation of alliances and defense strategies by nations in the region and beyond. The coming months will likely see intensified military posturing from both China and the U.S. as each side seeks to assert its influence and deter aggression. The establishment of China's new command center is just one piece of a larger puzzle that includes technological advancements, strategic partnerships, and the evolving nature of warfare. With the stakes higher than ever, the international community must remain vigilant and engaged in dialogue to navigate this complex landscape. Understanding that the implications of these developments will resonate far beyond the borders of Asia.